application of visual or charts for normal storytelling. So, and the next one is highlighting key information, which is your the checklist for designing our reports or building dashboards. And after that, we have thinking in grades. So this other one will be applying those steps now and how we can actually do it using a case study scenario. So we have this scenario here. Let me share the file. Okay. So because there isn't not twin data sets we use for our same normal dark data set. That's what we are using to build our reports now. So what I will do here is this. I don't want all of this again. Delete. I don't want all of this again. The new page and delete this. Yeah, everything is now blank now. So we have this case scenario here that we want to provide solution to. So notice traders data cells contain all those data we have. We have this data that we have already claimed, we have already built the model, customer, employee, product, supplier. So and after that, so we are given this, they are well-established supplier of high quality garments, food, and beverages. They is seeking to optimize sales performance. The company has an extensive sales data that include information about. You can see we have all this information: orders, customer, products, employees, and supplier. Okay, supplier and employee. So this case study is how nothing traders can leverage analysis to improve and boost their revenue for their company. So that was you were given as an analyst, as a Power BI analyst there. So that challenge that they are facing, they want to improve their sales, their customer relationship management, their pricing strategy, their employee performance. So they need to get all of this done. And we are given this, okay, this is the problem we are facing. As a data analyst, Power BI analyst, how can you help us to use all this data that we have given you to help us make better decisions? So how our company can make better money, generate very great revenue. So, and I think we'll be covering this for today. Let's see. So we already have what we do now. They say, okay, they want to do their sales analysis, how they want to get deeper insights in their sales pattern, and they define top performing products, customer segmentations, and their sales trend. So how can you achieve all this now? This is your goal. This is the objective that the company wants from you as a data analyst to tell us for them so they can make better decisions. They will know where their pain point is, where they are challenge their energy is, where they will spend money is, where they are acquiring money, where they will where they need to improve or where they need to please more better so they can generate more revenue. And these are the problems that I give you. So as an analyst, how can you solve this problem? So everybody here is an analyst already. So let's tackle the problem together. Please, I can't see the chat. You can kindly request for mic. So we should tackle. Okay, I think I can see the chat now. Okay, I can see the chat. I believe the old message 720, 728. Okay. I think I can see the chat now. So as an analyst, we are doing the sales analysis first, and this is the problem given. Let me share the data. Let me share the data. So let me share with the case study that we have here. You cannot share file. Why? Okay, I can't share file in this meeting, so let's go back. So you can put the chart here. As an analyst, you want to do this is our task here. This is what they want to do. They want to leverage market. The company has an extensive sales area that includes the information of this. We already have those informations. So they want to leverage. This is the keyword here. They want to leverage our sales data. Leverage. That's the keyword there. Leverage their sales data to enhance their sales strategy. That's the second pain point. And what? And boost their overall revenue. Which is that these are the 3 pain points that the company needs from you. So they can leverage their sales, everything that they're getting in, and they can enhance how they can make more sales, how they can relate to the customer, which more product can they get. Okay, don't let me be even saying the answer already. Everybody is analyst, so we need to contribute to how we move all these things first. And the last one is at the end of it, as an analyst, for them to get money. So you need to analyze so they can make decisions so more money will come. So you make your own money too. So as an analyst that you are, so we are focusing on this first challenge here. This will be covering, everybody will be covering today, and our assignment will be on this, and will be on the other one. So your task that you complete yourself will be on this other one. So do your business acumen and critical thinking acumen and analytical acumen too. So how can we do this? How can we achieve this sales analysis that we need here now? So as an analyst that you are, oh yeah, let's everybody contribute. You can request for mic. So yeah, I can't see any chat anymore. So, but you can. Let's start from you, Sulia. So how can we, what are the things that we need for the sales
Someone is in
analysis?
the sorry, hello, Muba. So
Yeah,
I think someone is in the lobby. Please let me in. Peter.
yeah, I've done that.
All right.
So you can, they can request for mic, like, okay, how as an analyst that you are, how can you get this solved? How can you provide them with these sales? They need the sales analysis for this, which is the challenge that they're posting first. They want to be able to get insight from their sales pattern, the data that you have provided. They want to know the performing product. They want to know the customer segmentation. They want to know the sales trend. So what are the things that you think as an analyst that you have? I'm talking to everybody. So don't put a chat, please. Kindly request for a mic, please, because I can't see the chat. So and I want us to interact with this before we proceed. So what do you think you can provide for the company as an analyst, so they can be able to solve their challenge for sales? They can be able to derive insight for their sales and analysis that they require first. So I'm waiting for your mic for request. I'm waiting for request. Okay, if this is locking, let me make it smaller. Can we see better now? Or is this still short? So I await our contribution. So as an analyst that you are, these are 3 pain points that they want to do. They want to leverage their sales. They want to enhance their sales strategy, and they want to boost their revenue. So and we are focusing on this one first, these first challenges that they want. Okay, you can speak, Celia. I think anybody others are not even, they are still thinking.
Number one, for the business, that's not twin traders, to see the trend. So the data is in months, so we can do trend with line chart showing how the performance, probably there were much performance in January, February, March, or April. Like it will just show how the business grew and the period they fall. So they can know probably at this particular month there was no much sales. They could go back to their calendar and see the events that happened in those periods. Another thing that we can do is that's for the general trend. Then for the top performing products, what I think we can do is we can use a bar chart to show top five performing products, like ranking them. This one is number one. Probably this one sale. Probably groceries sold for 1,000. That will be our number one. The chart to go up, like the bar chart to go up very well. Then the next one probably yam, like that, like that. That's what I think for top performing products. Then for customer segment, I don't know what they want to achieve. Is it identifying top performing segments, or I don't have an answer for customer segment. But for the
Myself, I don't
general
know. That's why you're an analyst. That's why
so
you're
but
an
for the
analyst. Myself, I don't know.
Okay, but for the general sales trend, we can use a line chart to show the curve when they
This,
made large sales and all. Then
yeah,
for the top
yeah.
performing products, we can use a bar chart. Then for the customer segment, what do they want to achieve? We need to know what they want to achieve, and then what they really want to see in the customer segment. Is it top performing customer segment, or the customer that performed the most in each part, in a particular, like in different months or something? Like we really need to know before we can, like, probably, you're our spokesperson. You can go back to noting traders and ask them what do they want from customer segments, and if there's another person that wants to answer. So
Okay.
that's
As they put it on the chart, they should raise their, as in they should see, as in they should raise their hand. I can't see the chart, so okay, merci. That's a great input from you from Solia. That is a great input. So merci, you can
Okay.
speak.
Okay. Good evening. Okay. Concerning the customer relationship management, it depends on the data
No, no, no,
that
we have
we.
not reached all this one. We have not reached all this one. We are only dealing with the sales for now.
Okay, for the sales.
Yeah, so we are not doing this one yet.
Okay. For the sales, just for the first person I've spoken, we can actually use line graph to to look at the trend. That is line chart to see.
Yeah. Actually,
Yes, to identify top performing products. Okay, yes. For the customer segments and sales trend, and for the products, we can still use our bar charts, and I think we can also use pie charts, like to see the product that is the top product that is being purchased. And customer segment, concerning that, I would say, depending on what the information contained in that customer segment,
okay.
before we know, yes, the kind of visualization to
Okay.
carry out.
Okay.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Okay. Yeah, you can speak now.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. So, yeah, is there anything on
Sorry,
the chat?
excuse me, yeah, before you proceed, can you check the lobby? I don't know if Emmanuel or Noja has been able to.
Yeah. I've done that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Like, I'm actually on the lobby, so I'll be seeing it here before I move. So yeah, you can move. You can continue.
Okay. Okay. As regards sales, we can use line chart to check for sale trend in sales over time. I mean, in the course of
Okay.
time, um, to kind of see if there is correlation between demand for a particular product at a particular time, maybe as a result of something or common. And then we can use bar chart to look at the trend in product and its sales to differentiate which of the products actually record the highest sales. And as also, I don't know if there is provision for cost of production. We can also look at the cost of production, relationship between cost of production and then sales. Are we spending more on a particular product, and then the sales at the end of the day is not correlate?
Mr. Yaya is taking us to supply chain and procurement. Don't carry us go where we don't know. So please.
Okay, okay, okay. So on the customer aspect, customers we
No,
can
we are
see.
not doing the like, okay. I think we already have a lot of it as a lot of insights from our analysts in the class or in the room, anyone you want to say. So, but one thing you should always understand is this business objective or sent to you as is a guide, not but this is actually the key, most of the key things that you want to see. You as an analyst, when you're not building it, you know the actual things you can add to it. But then they are just giving you that okay, as a game goal that we need, though, we want to just see for this for ourselves, and this is what they want to see. So for you to not know the right things to now put, just make sure everything you want to do in this sales dashboard or your sales report should relate to these, should refer to these what's it called, this objective that you have been given. So you come to your data, you look at it because you already create customer, you see, you create employee, you create product, you create supplier, you create fact table. So fact table is your our orders are. So what I will do is let me delete all this. So we already have some objectives here. Okay, sales, so. Things that are not mentioned here, but you as an analyst that you need to do is what we call KPIs and metrics. So they need to know their metrics. You know, it's not there. So you need to look into that metrics. What are their revenue? What are their average sales, total sales, stuff like that. So I write down some stuff down here, if you can see. You as an analyst to do, okay, you see, for you here, you see what we call, you can do total revenue, total quantity of goods sold, which is volume, quantity volume, total number of orders. So what are the most sold products are the most suggest for top five? What we call time intelligence function. What are the month over month revenue? So how are they performing based on month? What are the percentage changes? So stuff like that, we can take this as a guide. So you can list it down. So if it's so easy for you to do, but I will always say after you have your business objective, you should always list most of your metrics down. You find any way it's easy for you. But for me, every time I want to do analysis, I don't even list my question out, even though I've been given tasks. I'll just do everything in abstract and I'll bring it into my charts. So everything that I need later, I'll just come to it. Like, okay, let me do. But anytime I want to design, I always have a mock-up of how I want my design to be. So let's see what we have. You see, because I'm using this measure, so I want to delete some measure to create another one. I think like we need the average sales. Okay, averages, average sales. Delete this. I need to delete much of more measure that I've already created here, and all this if condition. So from this analysis now, we'll be able to cover all these remaining one. We already know the key information that I want to do now from this question that we have, right? So from this question we can know our key information that we want to do for our reports. So, and after that, what's the next step? So we now be designing, but let's bring in our information first. We should apply it to those visual that we need. So we do, okay, I need to remove all of this. There's no way someone can delete all these measure one by one. But okay, we already know how we calculate our total sales, which is same thing as revenue. And what again do we need? So before you move on, before you start your reports, you say, okay, you need the metrics for our sales analysis. What do they need? They want to get deeper insights into sales pattern, top performing products, customer segments, and so. So first thing, let's bring in our KPI. I'll click on this card visual, which is for the KPI. So this is the total sales, which is same as total revenue. Do we have costs? Do we have costs? Formats. I don't like this large one. So this.
Yes, price.
What do you say?
I said there is price, unit price for the
Okay,
cost.
that's the cost. Thank you. I was like, do we have a cost before? So yeah. So we have our total revenue. What again? Total cost. So which is cost of goods sold. Where is it? Okay, unit price. So 4,000. What again do we need? Number of products. Let's see. I'll just come to product ID. Okay, I've already created the measure already. So we have 77 products. Okay, I don't need this. So you know how we do all this measure in our last class. Let me redo the measure. So to just do how to do total number of. So what you just do is count rows of that your dimension. It will count everything in that row. So same thing for we have 77 products. So how many others do we have? How can you do your count of others? Just bring your order ID. You bring it here. You see, that's 1,000. So how would you know it's 1,000? You come to your build visual and you set. So it's count, yeah. Total is 1,000. So there is 1,000 products, 1,000 orders rather. So after that, what again do we have? You have known orders, you have known products. Okay, quantity, okay, sales. So do you have profits? Do you have profits? Do you have profits? No, I don't think so. So how can we calculate our profits? So let's create a new, Is it measure or anyone you want to do? Let's use measure. Let me create the measure for costs first. For costs. Sum of us units price. And then profit will be total sales minus cost. So wow, so they made 56 yeah. They made these profits. That's huge. That's huge. So what again can we do again? You have average sales. So all of these are KPI. Average sales. Okay. Average sales. Average profits. Can I get average profits? Okay, a new measure. Average profits. So average profits. How can we calculate average profits? Anyone can help me with that? I cannot see the charts. Yeah, can you help me with? I cannot see the charts.
Total profit over the number of sales.
Total.
Average is like the
What do you say?
sum of the profits over the number. Is it not sum of profits over the number divided by the number of the total number of the items or what?
Okay, you check the charts. I think we will drop there.
There's no comments in the chat box, but I think I go with that. Is the total number of
No
profits
comments.
divided by number of products. Yeah. There's no any comments in the chat.
Okay. Are you sure? Like,
For average,
or are you
I'll
not
go
seeing it
with.
too?
So you said for average
Let me
profit.
check.
Is it average
Someone is
profit
raising
or
his
average
hand.
sales? Can you hear me?
Average profits.
So
Average
for average
profits.
profit, I will say the total profit, that's the sum of all the profits divided by the number of products that was sold. So we get our average profit like that.
Okay.
So I go with
Yeah, you can speak.
Or you could even say total profit over the number of, if there's the period of sales there, like the month or the year. If there's data for the dates, that is a total period of sales.
Okay.
there's
Average profit
Olusheye.
is
So there are two comments,
is
Olive and Olusheye. Can you hear me?
uh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so Olive said total profit divided by total number, and Olusheye said total profit divided by number of years.
Number of
Years.
years. No. The person that said total profits. that will be profits because I've already calculated profits, right? Okay. The profit divided by number of orders, right? The we don't have total orders there. So let me do total orders there. Counters. There are different ways you can get it yourself, but let's say counters, part orders. Yeah. So this will give us average profits. Do you get that?
Mubarak.
Hmm?
Angela Nwanko said, I have a question. Why is total sales the same as that of average sales? So that was previously, I think. So you can answer a question.
Average sales.
The
Average sales and
same.
total sales do this.
So that was
What she
before you
say?
did the calculation. So before you did the calculation, when you
Okay.
brought in the figures or something, so the thing it was the same thing. I think that was her question. Probably you could clarify more on that for her.
Which one? I didn't get that. Okay. I will go back to that maybe when we want to take in questions. So we'll treat it. So with this average profit, okay, I think we have some KPIs that we can go on for ourselves. We have the total cost. Okay, let me use this again. Let me use the total cost. So we have the total cost, you have number of products, and then we have number of orders, profit, and their average. Yeah. So we are highlighting our key information that we need for our analysis. So let me put it somewhere here. So we want to see sales strength. So from here now, as suggested, sales trend, we can come to our order dates. You can say, okay, you know what, pick this line chart for me and come and show me revenue by so picking the dates, pick the year. How many years do we have? Year by revenue, like total cost. Okay, we have 2 years. So I want to drill down. I can bring in quarter, I can bring in months. Yeah. So I can bring in quarter, I can bring in months. And this is sales trend, right? And then we want to see what again did they need in their sales analysis. Okay, top performance, customer segmentation, sales pattern. Okay. So top performance, as Solia said, bar charts. So products with the highest, products with better revenue, which is total sales. Wow. Wow. So let me do this for profit too. Let me see profit by friend too. Another year, quarter, months by profits. Okay. So you follow the same trend as Okay, follow the same trend as this. So let me try one more thing here. I want to show you how you can discover pattern. Okay, we are coming there. So you have seen top products. So let's see segment of customer segments. So you come to customer, okay. Highest customer with the best revenue. Contact name by revenue. And then we're taking contact title, which is a segment for them. So I'll use the donor chart contact title. This so many. Okay, wow, so many, so many, so many. Cannot use this. Let me use a trimmer. That's not too much. Okay. What again do you have? Okay, top performing product, top performing customers. So any other insight can we add to this? Like after we have all this, I think this for the sales trend based on what we have. Any other thing you think can be added for these sales? So there are nothing in the charts. Yusuf, okay, yeah, you can speak.
Yanolua said top products. Then Mercy Olopo, please could someone admit in? Then same happened after I calculated.
Yeah, I've admitted that.
Okay, why is that big question? Okay, so Yanolua said top products.
I think some messages are coming in now. The last one I can see is 757. You said top loaded by what? Hello, Slia, what is it? Top loaded by what?
Probably you could shed more light on what you want. Can I grant him the mic?
Yeah, I say, is there anything that we can add?
Yanolu, would you like to explain what you want to see? Because you only typed top products. I don't know if it's male or female. Top products by what? I don't know. Okay, Angela said maybe top selling products.
Top selling product, we already have it. Which is this? We already have it.
That's total
So
sales by products. No?
I think if that's the thing, so let's do some little things. Okay. Some things I can add here that I can see is all called slicers.
Yaya's hand is up, so I don't know if he has any question. Any, I don't know, but his hands are up. And
I have what?
Yaya's hand is up. I think he has a question.
Okay. I've told him to speak. He can mute himself.
Okay, sorry, the hand has been up before now.
Oh,
I don't know
probably
why.
you can just put it down. You can just put the hands down once your hands have been attended to.
So now then one more as in something you can add what we call is slicers. So you can slicers are what you use to drill down to filter to. So I can see here, let me add this slicer here. So for this now, no, I don't want here. How can I now add the slicer like this? So I want for months. Yes. So she give me slicer for months. So anytime I select what slicer does is drill down, it's evaluate, that's the evaluation context. It will apply to everything on that report. So if I click on January, it will give me the information for only January. So which is, you can see how you drill down, and that's what slicer does. So you can ask slicer for more interactivity and more user experience so they can play around it. So you can put product category slicer, or let's see what you can put slicer in. Okay, you have customer. Okay, you have already had date, which is one product category. Okay, so you can have product category to as a slicer. So which category sells most, and after that, yeah, I think this communicates 50% of what you need for the sales analysis. At least 50%. The major percentage of what we need at for the sales analysis. So, and the next thing, the third thing to do here, based on our design guide that we are following, we already know the right visual to use, and we have put in our key information for the analysis that we need. So the next thing you now to write is now design. Okay, think in grid. So no clutter the report page. If you see as this report now, we see that okay, everything is jumbled. So how can we design it? How can we think in grid? So that's what you now come now, how to now design, how to format visual. So format visual, we have different ways of formatting visual and designing visual. And one of it first is all the way of formatting visual before we now design is reshaping our visual. So when you want to format visual, anytime you click on any tiles, we call it tiles. All this card there, all this chart that you see I'm selecting are called tiles. So if I come here, okay, let me rearrange all of this first. How do I want the visual to be? Do I need much of this information? Yes. Which one are the necessary ones that I need? So you need to decide the necessary one that you use. So now do that. How can we make all this information that we have here to no more than this page, and everything should be neat. So these average measures, there are way you can do it. So let's see. The first thing I need to do here is to, okay, this slicer here, I will come to format. You see this format icon here. So you come to format and you say, okay, you know what, go to slicer settings. And I don't want it as a vertical, I want it as a drop down. To make it as a drop down. So it will reduce the space in my report for what I need it for. So that's one. So if you're having multiple of it, so you can do the same. And it will save more space. save more space. Yeah, there's another one. So you're having these down here, these two down here. And anytime you want to build your reports, it depends on how you want your audience to read your reports, your metrics. So if you're having your KPI down up here, so you can always have it, because anytime your audience want to read it, people read from left to right, unless you are from Hebrew or you are from Arabic space, you are working in Arabic space. So you need to start from right to left. People read from right to left in those fields, or in those culture, Arabic or Hebrew. But on normal general word, general standard, people read from left to right. So your metrics or your KPI not always at times, but the most appropriate way for you to share your KPI with us is to be at the top, like what people should read first. You can put it as horizontal at the top, or you put it on the vertical at your side. Anyone you want to do, anyone that's okay for you. But for able to communicate inside faster, you put it. So what I will do here, I want to format this one. So what I will do is this. Anytime you select visual and you come to format, you will see two property here. We call one is visual and one is property. So what does these two does for us? Anything you want to format, you want to put color, you want to change text, it will always be on visual. So if you want to change the size of that chart, like the outside, so you can see, and this way this one comes, you can see all these other icon, stop all text. Most of the things, these are the new things in Power BI, just updates. So what you need is visual. So in this visual now, you will find the size of the. So if I reshape all these things, drag all these things, you will see all this size changing. Can you see width change, height to change? So as you're dragging it, everything there will be changing. So, but that's one. And you can format the padding. Padding means the space that you want between that shape and the number, or the text inside that shape. That's what we call padding. So, and after size, you have background. So what's the background of this simple card, this card visual? So if you want to change the background, you can change it to any color you want. So I'll pull it back to white, default. Yes. If I don't want it to be white too, okay, it's already white. Let me change it to color and I will show you what transparency does. So you can see transparency just like you are putting more contrast. So how you want it to be, this is the original form. So if you want it to be a little lighter, add your contrast to it and you can play around it. But I want to put it as default, and that's for background. So, and if I don't want background, when I off it, you will not find the background again. If I want it, and I will say, okay, that's for that. And we have what we call title. So you see this title is not on. What does title does for us? Title is what you will find at this side here. I've on it now and I will say, okay, expand and give me total revenue. Or you can say revenue achieved or revenue generated. So you can see the title at this top here. The title will be at the top of every visual. So for this visual now, this is the title. For this visual now, this is the title. So, but for card, it's not automatically show. You need to go and do it yourself. But for most of other charts, you will find those titles automatically. So, and this is what title does. You can format how you want it to be, maybe center, you want it to be bold, you want to increase the font, anything you want, you can customize it there. And we have of course subtitles. So all these are new features in Power BI. So subtitle is, what you have, either you have after either you have heading 1, heading 2, below them. If I say okay, I want to have a subtitle. and it will give me a subtitle below it. Anything I type, you'll find it there. You can see. And if you want it to be divided, you want space in between them, you can see the space. So anything you want, you can do with that. So I don't want subtitle. I only want title. But you notice something here. If you come here now, you say, okay, you know what? After title, we have the third one here called call out value. So call out value are this number inside this card. So I want to reduce the number because I want to have more space. Yeah, leave it at 30. And I can generate how I want to display. Is it million? Is it thousand? Yeah. And the color I want, you can format it to things you like. And the last one we have here is category label. What does category label does? Category label, what it does for us is this all this name in your measure that I showing. I showing you that cell. So if you don't want it, you come to category labels and you off it. You can see that now. So whether you want to use your customized title or you want to use your default measure name for your KPIs. And that's how you move. I can make this one smaller now to save my space. Smaller. And what I'll just do now is because I want to replicate this for all other cards, similar visual here. So I'll just click on this. I'll say Format Painter at this top. Format Painter, and it should apply to this. You can see it as on the title for me. I'll go and put the title myself. And this one too, Format Painter, I'll go and put the title myself. And this one too, Format Painter, I'll put the title myself. And this one too, Format Painter. So, and after that, I will say total cost. I'll put it title total cost. Total cost. And then number of owners. And then orders purchased. Orders purchased. Yeah. So this is KPIs or metrics needed. So this average will be covering how you can put it on your metrics later. So, and I already have this already. So let me. So anytime you want to have filter, if I bring my filter up here, so I don't want distraction. So that's how you can format your card visuals. Anytime you have card visuals, you want to do. The next thing here is sales, which is trend. So in this trend, anytime you want to have trend, you need to have a date column in your data, which convert to give date. So, and to do this, you find this icon here anytime you have multiple parameters in your chart. You have what called drill up, they have called drill down, because I select this profit and revenue by different scenario that I want to see. I want to see by year, and I want to see by quarter, and I want to see by month. So if I come here now and I click on this drill down icon, if I check it, it means I've activated drill down on this chart, on this visual here. And if I say, okay, I don't want this again. So I'll go to up, go to the next drill up, which is what month, quarter rather. So if I move up again, it will show me by year. So, and if I want to go to the next level hierarchy, which is quarter, so show me by quarter, and this will show me by month. So it. So, and that's how you do sales trend, sales pattern. So, and you know there are different charts for that too. So there are different charts for that too. So to minimize my space, I've combined revenue and profits at one place. So to save my space, and I don't want to declutter the page. So here I can come here. Okay, this is for total sales by customer. And total sales by just segment, which is this. So, and this is our sales analysis. And to format this line charts, you come to your format visual, remove this title month here, remove this title total sales or something. So I'll come here, I'll select it, and you see title, it already have title automatically. And x-axis, what is the x-axis, which is the x-axis below here, everything here. So you want it to be bold, you want to change the color, you can perform everything here. And you have this option where you see title here. So title means this value you are saying here, so which we don't need because we already know it's a month already. I'll just off it, and it give me more space for it. Give more space for my visual. So, and for the y-axis, I remove the title too. So I'll come to y-axis and I'll remove the title again too. Yes. And you can do any other things you want to do to total sales by profit by month. Anything you choose, and that's for line charts or trend charts. So the next one here is bar chart, how to format bar charts. When you have bar charts, communicate your insights. I want to see total sales by this person, and you are seeing by once you click on the bar chart, you apply the same tool for x-axis, remove the title. Not applicable anytime you want to do your analysis to have the x-axis and y-axis title on. So you have this again. So I give more space to your analysis. So for this customer, I want to see the top customer, which is this, by the revenue that they generated for us. So customer that buy more products, that we see more money from them. So we don't need over millions of what we do. So we can filter down to maybe top 5, top 6. So and how can we do that? You click on the charts here, you come to filter. So if you come to filter and you select, okay, you know what? Look at the customer name for me, which are top 4. Okay. I will click on this filter type and change the top end. So I'll say look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the top 8 for me
Sorry,
by
Mubar.
yes.
Mubar. Can you admit Erupe Kingsley in? He said he's in the
Okay.
lobby.
Okay. So I want to see top 8
And
customer
before you
by
go further, also Angela is asking a question. Please, how did you merge the two line charts? Or was the second one deleted?
okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't merge two line charts together. There is a way you do it in line charts. for Angela, so what you just do is when you bring your first value into your chart. So for this line chart now, we have what we call y-axis and we have secondary y-axis, and you can see that. So these x-axis are those dates that I want at my x-axis. So for my y-axis, because I want to display two things, which require values. So I put total sales and profits there. So I put cost 2 now inside this one, and you see 3 line. Let me see cost if that will take backward. Now put total cost. So you can see the line. So it will add more things for you based on the parameter you set. So but I don't need that first, and I'll close. Yeah. So and that's how you do that. So total sales by contact name will do top 8. So you can see every other thing below them as disappear, not disappear, but we filter them to only want to see the top 8. So it should not declutter our analysis. So you just need to know the top people, to bottom people. So if you want for bottom, you just come here to you say, okay, you know what? I want for bottom 8. When you come bottom 8 now, you show the people that have least sales as the bottom 8. So anyone you want, you can see these are people here. Their sales are very low, very low. No generating revenue from these customers. So I'll put it as top 8 because I want to see based on the objective you're given. They want to identify top performing product, top performing customers, say customers, sales strength, which you have communicated from here. So there are many things you can do to this. You can format it, come to format, change the title if you don't like it. Okay, nothing in X and Y again. So we have grid lines. So the grid lines you off it. Grid lines are some lines that are behind those charts. So very, very invisible to see. Like it's so hard to see, but you can see them. So and we have what we call bars. What are bars? Bars are this line that you're seeing here. So if you want to change the color one by one, if you want to perform your conditional formatting, maybe if it is I, it should show this, if it is red, it should show so many things you can perform with your bar chart or column chart. So if I say, okay, change this color, okay, I want it to show everything for me. So the second line, the second person that has the highest one should be this, and the color will change. Can you see that now? So you can format it to anything you want to. Format it to anything you want to do. So put it on default. And that's for bars. And now you can customize. And we have data labels. Data label is mostly important. Sometimes we are communicating your insights. So it will show you the sum of what all of them did in front of their bars. You can see what they score. So, and that's for, yeah, and this by segment, you can do the same for top sales by products. So we do top 6. So you go to filter type, top 6. By total sales. I'll drag it here and we'll show us the top 6 products that generate more revenue for us. So, and this is highlighting the information that we need for that analysis that we'll do. So actually, okay, I've put this out now. Now we mean you to now design how you want it to be, everything you want like to look like. So there's we now come to thinking in grid. How do you want to arrange this? But to say your most of your time, sometimes you can find places where you can get layouts, get design inspiration, anything to start your design. So for all these one, if you want to format all these charges that you have, how can you format them so they won't waste? To be able to use them at some stuff. So for me to do, I'll come to total sales here and I'll change the format to currency. So we'll know. So that's the revenue. We do that for most of other things too. And we have highlighted our key information. So now thinking in grid, how do you want to arrange this? How can we get this? Messi wants to speak. So to think of layout, to think of grid, how do you want it to be? How do you want your analysis to be? So for you to have this, I
Mobile.
always use
Mobile.
yes, yes.
If anyone is in the lobby, if you can
What do you
allow
say?
him. If anyone is in the lobby,
Okay.
so you should allow him. I think someone raised up his or her hand. I can't see the person, but someone's hand is up.
Messi,
Okay.
Messi, do you have something to say? Okay, let me go to your audience. You can speak, Messi.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I wanted to ask, since you made the total sales by name, by contact name, you show the top eight so total sales by contact name. Okay, won't the title change?
What?
Like, won't the title change? That's the title of the chart. Won't you change
Okay,
it?
because I
Like,
used top. I
yes,
can't
top
say
eight,
change the
top
top
six.
is yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Any how you want to put it, you can say key top eight customers by the revenue. So and that's act of storytelling. So giving necessary titles for what is needed. So I want to change it, you put it there, this top five, this is if you want people to know where you're from, you can put it to but at least keep your stuff sign confidential. Yeah, that's a good thing for you, Messi. Thank you.
Thank you.
So and I only have mock up in my own head. So you say, but it's advisable you actually make your mock-up design, get design inspiration somewhere. So I'll just do a layout of how I want to be, how I want some analysis to be. So this top here, I want to use it for title. For my title and the filter. And the next one should be and then I'll bring a new shape. Okay, I want for my metrics too. For metrics, think the last one I can have here is after my matrix segments. So how can you now win this one? You have call formatting, click on the chip, you come to format and you send it to backward, send to back. So it will be behind everything that you have in your. So I'll do the same for these two formats, send to back. And then you have and then you can arrange because you know you are in your thinking grid, arrange how you want your metrics to look like in your KPIs. And then you have a venue. So this will be here. Anyhow you want to make it look like. And if you can see from here now, you'll notice it's looking okay. So but it seems this visual cannot contain this little space that is remaining. Anybody can help us out on how we can make it fit. So can anyone tell me like maybe suggest what can be done? Because this little space that we are having
Bar,
again. Yes?
please can you allow Angela in? She's in the lobby.
Okay. So can anyone I can't find anybody in the lobby. So when you have most time when you have plot tab reports in your page, to do that, you just click on the canvas setting, click on the reports page, come to format, and you see canvas setting, canvas background, and you say you know what you do, custom. So when you put custom, it means you want to specify your own dimension, and you can see as I'm moving on, everything is changing. So let me increase more of the height so until I see if it can contain what I need. Okay, let me move down. Okay, okay. So, and after that, let me find a grid for it. I can bring in a shape or I can leave it anywhere I want to leave it out. And I can format this. So for the analysis, for not into that store, we're able to do a sales analysis for them here. And we have filter the store and the text box here and say, okay, so the text box have been created and I can now write my title of what I want to do. I can say anything I want to do. The storytelling. I'll click it my let me use Northwind. Northwind. Northwind dashboard. Control A and make it larger. 20. Make it bold. And you can change the color if you don't want it. You can remove the background, come to size. You don't want the background, and anyhow you like it. So now swing dashboard, and this is most key objective, and then we can now design all of this as you want it to be. So for report designing, for report checklist, I can do, we'll be able to cover out of thinking way. So you now come to color, out of declutter page. If you're having reports full in your page, how can you minimize it there? And how you remove, and how you remove some charts or visual that doesn't relate to your information, the key information, which is KPI metrics that your clients give you or the stakeholder give you to do as an analyst. So like 4 of, yeah, I think we able to cover 5 of these for our report checklist, what you need to do when you want to build reports. So, and this is our Northwind dashboard that we created. So this is where we stop today before we now move on, and now you can do much with you can do much design with Power BI. So if I files person, so yeah, and for me now is that we give it, we know the trend by revenue and their profit, their sales trend. We have our KPIs by customer with ISLs, products with ISLs too, and the customer by their segments. So now our question can come in. Is that we stop for today. And next week, please make sure you don't make next week classes because we're having some seasons speaker and facilitator that will have call for next week. So, and yeah, is there any question down there? Can take the question now. Okay, Kingsley, you can speak. Kingsley, you can speak.
Okay, good evening, sir. Thank you very much for the lecture today. My question is concerning this line chart. We use a particular year because we are just seeing January to December. What if we want to want to check year on year sales? How do we now go about it? That's my question.
Okay, to see year-on-year sales, you write a that and put it in your methods there. So to do year-on-year sales, you go to you write a tag for it.
Please, Loanti.
You how 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 would you calculate year-on-year sales? First in the first come, how would you calculate year-on-year sales with a measure? Oh yeah, how would you calculate year-on-year sales? Hello, Kingsley, how would you calculate year-on-year sales?
That is the question I asked, sir.
Okay, so to calculate year-on-year sales, can anybody help us out before we proceed? How to calculate year-on-year sales? We have total sales already. Okay. Anybody wants to help us out? Okay, let's continue. What do you want to do? So let me write it. So write your year-on-year sales. You need to have your total sales ready, which is the revenue. So just so to have year-on-year sales, we already have our total sales. So what we now do is this: we do the calculation of year to date of our sales, which is the current year to date of our sales, the last year of our sales, and we do the difference. So I'll say, okay, sales YTD equals to calculate total sales. Or let me use data. Okay. Let me use syntax sugar. Total YTD. Total YTD of total sales. Total sales and other dates. Other date of dates. Yes. And then you do last year sales. You do